Hey everybody, welcome back. This week we're going to be doing a couple of planters here, and I'll show you how we kind of design out some of these combinations. And yeah, there's lots of possibilities for colors and different combinations. The pots we're doing today are going to be going into a really shady spot, so that really limits our options on plants. All the things that I've got here to use will be doing fine in mostly shade. There's a lot of these here can do a lot more sun, but they are quite all right in a lower light area. So we already have our combination figured out. So this pot here is what we'll be putting together. Had to do a quick trial run here to make sure this is gonna hold out. But I want to show you a couple things that could also work for a nice combination for some good color. So I've got a nice variety of coleus. We've got, let's see here, there's different mixtures of yellow and burgundy, orange, green, yellow and lime green, kind of orange color with a yellow outline. These all do just fine in mostly shade. They'll actually do full sun or almost full shade, so quite flexible. So the colorful leaf can work just as well as a flower. So if you're looking for something that's going to be a little bit cleaner and not be dropping so much on the ground, something with mostly foliage would suit that pretty well. They're not quite as splashy as a flower, so yeah, it's a really good option. There's a few that are smaller too. There's some creepers. This in here is a smaller grower. Some of the big leaf types will get quite large. This here in a pot of good soil will easily get to 2 feet, if not a little larger. So that can be a container all by itself. And that for something like that, you could almost go with just one large coleus, 1 or 2, 3 colors together, and then some kind of a spiller like this Lysimachia. This would go quite well at the side, cascade over. So we're going to be using this here in our planters today, along with we have two colors of Lysimachia, the bright gold and the green. So the cool thing with this in here, it's a bit more vigorous and it also flowers. So you'll be getting yellow flower on this later in the summertime, and it just trails down. It can root in a little bit on the ground, but it's not hardy, so it just goes away as soon as it gets frozen. The flower we're using just in this combination is New Guinea impatiens. This has a really nice salmon color, and they get they'll fill out pretty good. They bloom very, very well. They love the shade, and generally don't mind getting dried out a little bit more than certain plants don't tolerate drying down and they won't flower so well again, but the New Guinea impatiens do pretty well. Another favorite for a shady pot is begonia, and I have a couple of colors of begonia here, and one of my preferred flower types is this one with the like a more of a slender drooping flower. Very cool, nice foliage, kind of a wing-shaped leaf. There's lots and lots of great begonias, and I think still my favorite color on begonia is this kind of orangey peach color. This one's really quite nice, a little bit nice and bushy, but we also have them in yellow and various shades of pink and red. Another nice one is the curly spider plant. Spider plant does quite well in containers. There's the typical variegated or the reverse variegated, or this curly one like right here. I was considering using that in this pot, but we don't have quite enough space left in here for the foliage to really shine out. So if we had a bit more open space, that would work out. But in this container, we'll be probably getting a little bit full with the impatiens here, and they would get crowded over. So, yeah, we're putting together this pot here, and as well as that one. The first thing you want to do is put your centerpiece in. So once that's in, you can work around it. Now, it's important to use a high quality, really soft potting mix. What I've got here is our professional growers mix. This is mostly peat moss with some perlite in there for drainage. And it's also pH adjusted, so it's a neutral pH, not too acidic, not too alkaline. This really holds the moisture really well. Doesn't get too dry, and a lot of the annuals have really fine roots, so they like a nice soft potting mix, so they can get established pretty well. And it's also beneficial to tear up the roots just a touch. That helps them get established quicker. And for this design here, I'm doing just a simple three of the impatiens around the side, and I'll be adding in some of the vines right after that. I usually try and angle the plants outside just a little bit. So you want to have them facing out, and just get them pointed out in the right direction. So that way they're pitched out in the right way. Alrighty, so for the sides, like I said, we've got with the golden Lysimachia, or creeping Jenny. Creeping Jenny is the common name for this one here. This one actually is hardy. I try and get this one. I don't like. They can be a little bit invasive, so I try not to let these go. But they're wonderful in containers. So they fill out really well. They'll grow in sun or shade, and yeah, it's a really tough little plant. So as long as they don't escape out into the wild, they'll be just fine. And one more plant I didn't mention yet. This here is a mint, so we're putting a mint in these pots too, just to have mint handy on the patio. So can't go wrong there. And also, when it comes to mint, it's best to have this in a pot, because this really can spread quickly once that is in the ground. So yeah, mint is a great thing to have, but you don't want to have too much. It really spreads quickly. And I'm just gonna, let's see here. The last one for here is this other form of creeping Jenny. And it's that simple. So on the other pot here, we're going to be doing a mirror of this here. So that way when you're looking at it, they will be balanced from side to side. And let's see. So we'll give that a shot here in a second. I can't find one of my plants. I'm sure I brought it in. All right, so like I was saying here, we're going to do a mirror image of these two pots. So, of course, get this in here in first. It depends how picky you are. You can always turn the best side out. That kind of comes naturally to me. I've been doing this for a long time, and you want to present it just right. Now the plant will respond to whatever side is put on and grow out the right way. But it just looks better from the beginning if that is all turned the right way. So once you figure out your pattern, it is helpful. Like I had this one here laid out before I started, and I was able to copy that. I was able to copy that one there with when I planted this here, and now I'm just copying backwards again here. So that's easier to see what you're doing and make it all just right. So these are both on this side now from this side here. So I'm going to be having these two facing here. And then the ivy on this back, this other opening along with mint. And the only difference in these two pots here is the kind of mint. So we have mojito mint in this pot, and I believe let's see, what was this one here? I want to say it's a spearmint, but it's a darker color or chocolate mint, darker stem, and a little more sharper flavor. So two different types for whatever occasion. And gotta get that pot fit down in there. Let's level off some soil. And yeah, they're ready for their initial watering. And to keep these things healthy, you do want to fertilize about every other week, something like that. That'll keep them going good for a long time, till frost. So this here, you can expect your elephant ears to climb up to about at least 3 feet high. So they'll be really good and full. The impatiens will fill out to, they could be close to a foot. This will be all filled. The 3 things for container is the thriller, the filler, and the spiller. So you get all areas covered with those three types of plants. So something high, something nice and bushy, and something to cascade over the edges. And colors that'll work together nicely. So with this here, we have colors. We have a dark purple stem of the elephant ear, dark purple in the impatiens, and on this variety of Lysimachia. And then you need a little bit of brightness, and I would say these greens in this leaf and this leaf tie in pretty well, and this color of like a salmon here goes well with everything else in the pot. So yeah, should do pretty well. And like I said, there's many combinations you can do, and we could have easily substituted something like one of the taller coleus in here. This one would be a little bit large, a little bit like round and kind of full in the middle here. Color-wise, it would be fine, but you really want something big and high to go up and kind of stand up over the rest of the pot. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Just pick your colors and figure out what's going to fill it, what's going to stand up nice and tall, and what colors you like to cascade over the edges. And yeah, away we go. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, thanks for watching. To see more of our videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can see when new videos get uploaded. And we'll see you again soon.